Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It has been a while since I have created any videos or really created any art. So today I want to discuss the process of getting back into art after a long hiatus. So let's get started. So first off, I just want to say 2025 has not been a very kind year to me. And I don't think that that is a unique experience. I think that 2025 has actually been a pretty difficult year for a lot of people. So I'm probably not the only one who's been struggling to keep up with hobbies that even bring me joy. I think now we're in the middle of the year and I have created, I think, 2 complete pieces. And one of them happens to be the one that you're looking at on the screen right now, and that was completed probably about a week ago. I finally was able to jump back into creating art maybe about a week ago, and it's still a very stop and start sort of process. I think that one of the biggest things that we struggle with when we take a long hiatus especially from like visual mediums of art, is not exactly knowing where to start. You have all this pressure that you put on yourself because you think, oh, it's been X amount of months since I've done anything, so now if I do something, it has to be this big grand piece. It has to quote unquote make up for the time that you took off, or you have to make like a big impression to, come back with a bang. You also have a lot of pressure on yourself to try to make something perfect, quote unquote perfect. All of that added pressure on yourself can very easily put you in a place of not knowing where to start, not knowing what you want to make, not feeling like, even if you do start something, not really feeling like it's good enough, getting frustrated, and even just creating art block for yourself. That was sort of the struggle that I was going through for about a month before I was able to just sit down and make something, because I had gone through such a year so far and honestly had a lot of things that I wanted to express and create and put down on screen. It felt like, I just didn't know where to start. So the way that I decided to kind of get over that was, one, realize that I'm rusty and anything that I do create is not going to be quote unquote perfect. It's probably not even going to be at like the level of things that I was creating before, and that's okay. It's not essentially starting over because I do still have the tool set there. It's rusted, so it's going to take a little bit of work to get it back up to snuff. So I can take the pressure off myself of creating anything that's quote-unquote perfect or even grand, and also get back to remembering my quote-unquote comfort pieces. Again, things that I draw and have drawn for many years and like drawing and feel like I am pretty good at it because I've done it so many times. Things like flowers and eyes and skulls are my typical go-to, and sort of creating this simple tattoo style marker piece, digital marker piece, was where I decided to kind of get started. I also love drawing just big flowy hair. I like the organic lines involved. So when I created this piece, it was literally just go with what feels good. Go with what you want to draw, what you like to draw, what is comforting, and what you feel like you don't have to put a ton of thought and a ton of stretching your artistic ability or muscles to create. While it is really important to always challenge yourself, to stretch yourself, to exercise those creative muscles and try out drawing new things or from different angles or anything like that, using different styles, I don't know if when you're just trying to ease yourself back in, I don't know if all of that stuff is really necessary. Literally just draw something that makes you happy. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect. And it also doesn't need to be something that anybody sees. Of course, I put mine on the internet for anybody and everybody to see, but I think that a sketching or a doodling practice in traditional media or digital media, or however you want to do it, that nobody is ever going to see, can really help ease the pressure on yourself as well. And the final piece of the puzzle, I think, is getting back into a regular routine, a regular schedule of creating art. It doesn't have to be a daily sketch practice. It doesn't have to be a daily anything practice, whatever your art form is, but try to make it a regular thing that you sit down and create, even if it's just creating a mess, even if it's just sitting down and remembering the mediums that you choose to work in, or learning a new medium and the end result ends up being a disaster. That's perfectly fine. I do believe that one of the most important aspects of art is exploration and play, even as an adult, or maybe especially as an adult. Just sit down and don't worry about creating anything perfect and just explore. Then once you're into a more regular routine of being able to create things, no matter what those things happen to be, then you can start working more towards creating masterpieces or finalized pieces, or just something that you want the world to see. But I do think that starting small and making it a regular practice is very important. One thing that I think that I am going to start doing is a Sunday sketch practice on top of trying to work in sketches or working on finalized pieces throughout my week. The Sunday sketch practice, I think, is going to be probably a mix of digital and traditional art, because I would like to break open my traditional art sketchbook again. It's been a long time for that one. And I also think that I am going to start recording those. So very soon you should be able to see a weekly upload of a Sunday sketch, and it's going to be a more casual, relaxed, I don't know where this is going, let's just see what happens sort of format. If that is something that you appreciate or something that you want to see, I obviously invite you to watch those videos. It's going to be starting, I don't think this Sunday, but next Sunday. And I also very much would like to invite you to join the practice. Whatever your artistic medium of choice is, if you are able to find 15 to 30 minutes on a Sunday to just sit, chill out, and practice your art, then I would love to have you doing that with the videos that I put up. Beyond that, I do hope to be uploading other videos a little bit more frequently. Now that the year, I wouldn't say that it's gotten better. It's still kind of a trash year, but it's at least normalizing. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get back to creating content on a more regular basis. But for now, I'll leave you to watch the rest of the process on screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.